This is the Eye of Horus, an ancient Egyptian symbol with many implications, some would even say wicked ones. This is Mackk, Philly rap artist and Wicked Flow founder. And this is Tattoo Confessions.
Man, I ain't even gonna how you gonna call some and then wonder why she don't
That was a minute ago, man.
Trying to get the mama out of here though, man. Them girls can rumble.
Get my upside down cross really bad.
Tattoo Confessions, we got the one and only Mackk, the Wicked King. Wicked Flow, one of the unsung heroes of the city as far as spitting goes. You know what I mean? We go way back. Today he's getting the Eye of Horus tat. So what made you want the Eye of Horus, bro?
Before we start, I want to say that was an excellent, intro.
My intro was dope, right?
Intro was
Listen,
dope.
man, I worked on that shit, like, you know what I mean?
But yeah, as you said, man, I'm gonna go way back, man. We talking about 10, 15 years. Man. I wanted to get the Eye of Horus, man, because it represents everything I represent. It represents power, protection, good health, good wealth. It's a couple other definitions for it that I don't really want to go into. I don't know the truth behind it, but a lot of people say like the lines represent the five senses. Some people say they represent something different, you know. I don't know. I'm just a fan of like ancient Egypt, pharaohs, shit like that. So
right,
I always wanted to get it.
Yeah, it's tough.
Who better than my man, Nate Bundy?
You already know. ink.genius.
Ink.genius.
Follow me on the gram, ink.genius, Tattoo Confessions. We about to go in.
Oh, that.
You know what I mean? We gonna see if we can get some bars out of my man too after we
gonna try.
You know what I mean? You know, you put the needle to the skin, man.
We gonna try, man.
Nothing's off limits. How did Wicked Flow come about? Like, you know what I mean? The origins, explain the origins of Wicked Flow.
Well, Wicked Flow came about. Well, I'm gonna tell you the whole origin. I didn't want to tell the whole story, but I'm gonna tell the whole story. Wicked Flow came about. I used to be in a group called Flow Sick. I'm still in the group called Flow Sick. You know what I'm saying? We was about 5 or 6 of us, couple family members, couple friends. We used to all rap, couple singers or whatever. So we used to do our thing. I fell out with them probably a couple years ago, and I like Wicked Flow is like my thing. It's like my own personal thing I had made up. I mean, I got the name from Wicked, which means evil, but I know what y'all thinking. Wicked means evil. It does mean evil, but
yeah, how can you?
I never synonym of wicked is like abnormal. Basically saying like against the grain, like you're the opposite of normal. So I just thought it was a good fit for what I represent, because I'm not normal.
Yeah, the flow and style is definitely different, you know what I mean? It's not like, I hate to put Philly rappers like in a box, but it's definitely outside of that.
You can though. You can put them in the box. They can be put in the box. Anything can be put in the box.
So like, you know what I mean? Speaking of that, is there anybody out of Philly right now that like impresses you? You know, besides yourself and your, your affiliates.
It's a couple people. I wouldn't say that impressed me, but if I had to say like people that I actually like enjoy listening to, a lot of the names that I like, you probably won't even know. Like they were like real underground. But if I had to go with like people that y'all know, I would say like Beanie Siegel. That's one of my favorite rappers, Beanie Siegel.
Yeah.
Oskino. I like old new stuff too.
Oh yeah, them advertising. Yeah, I see you been going hard with the advertising.
Definitely been doing this thing, man. I mean, I like the same people everybody else like, man. I like Quilly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I listen to people. I'm not a big fan. I wouldn't call myself a fan, but I definitely listen, man. I definitely listen to people, and if it's good, then it'll find its way to me, and I listen to it. I ain't a hater. I listen to it if it's good. So that's the right word. I'm holding it together. It's not like word. I'm not gonna say it's like word. Kids, if you never got a tattoo, don't. It hurts.
Yeah. Wicked Flow. Chill. If I don't send for you, don't come for me.
So what's the latest, man? What's the latest project? I know Wicked World Order you sent. I got little sneak peeks of that.
Yeah, Wicked World Order. You know what? Wicked World Order. The crazy thing about Wicked World Order, I never told nobody. That mixtape wasn't supposed to drop. I dropped that joint. It was five or six tracks on there. I wasn't supposed to drop Wicked World Order. Those are tracks that I was holding. The only reason that's why if you go on that Piff and you download it, you will see it says teaser tape. Because I wasn't supposed to drop that. I don't know why I dropped it. I just feel as though like I needed to put some music out there. So I just feel as though I wanted to drop it. I didn't want to drop that first. The mixtape that I actually put out now, Wicked, that was supposed to come first.
That joint was crazy too. Like I peeped. I think I told you before the first time you let me listen to it. Like you mellowed out your flow. I don't want to say slow it down, but like you mellowed it out more than when like I think some of the earliest shit I heard you.
I try to go boom back on it. Let's call it boom back.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to name names, but like an ASAP Rocky type. Like what the type of music he does is called boom back.
Right.
It's like you give him a slow flow with all bars. It's like different. Like it's really called boom back. Like you compare it to like an Eminem that give you a fast flow all bars. I'm giving you a slow flow all bars. And I just had more fun with that tape. Like I had the most fun I ever did doing music.
I thought that it was a theme. It was like it was a strong theme for y'all there.
Remember cutting school with hoes playing hooky. Crooks in the castle when they all wearing stussy. Crip blue bands, rims bigger than Tookie. Real nigga, I demand your respect. Have you gasping for breath with my hands on your neck? Make them bullets fly when I put my hands on the tech. Lucky you got away, but your man on the steps. So hot,
I had a lot of fun making that tape. Like even the people I brought through, I got featured on there. It was like real fun. Like
So you got a favorite track off of it?
you knew my favorite track, man. Real nigga 101, man. You ain't heard it. Go hear it.
If I don't send for you, don't come for me. Boogie man, boy, you better run for me. Got a couple dudes that leave you done for me. But I don't need no one to pack a gun for me. Nigga get lit. Roll up a zip. Having smoked in the bitch. Don't understand why these
But that
niggas
mixtape in particular, I had the most fun making that. Like, it was
Crazy. Well, where can the people find it in case they don't know?
That Piff? That Piff, you can download it like singles to singles. You can go on SoundCloud. You can go on Reverb Nation. And it might be somewhere on YouTube, I'm not even sure. But if you want like the full, and I suggest getting the full mixtape of it, because it makes sense more. You get the skits, like I got skits and like interludes in there. Like, if you want to get the real good feel of it, get it off of that Piff. That's like the full mixtape.
Yeah, that joint is strong. Rap game's the state of hip hop right now, man. I'm like, it's some talent coming out. It's some people would say questionable talent coming out. You know what I mean? Like the XXL freshman deal was kind of like, I think they made a bigger deal of it this year than normal. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
They kind of made it like a sports event almost, like an all-star game.
Definitely.
So that was fun. But then it was people that was in there that some people would say aren't, you know. Like you got like your little Yachty's, for instance. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm gonna start off by saying this. And this is my true opinion before I give you my real opinion.
I mean, that's the only way. You know, once the knee
It's two though.
It's
It's two. I'll tell you like this, because when you do art,
right.
nobody can tell you what's dope and what's not. Like if you staying true to you and you doing you, nobody can tell you what's dope. Like fucking what's the dude name? The painter, Warhol painted a picture of a fucking Campbell soup can. And it's one of the most expensive paintings in the world. So we're not going to say, it's simple. It's simple. So we're not going to say who's dope and who's not. But I put it like this: like a lot of people on that freshman list look exactly the same. At least 4 or 5 artists is the same person.
So how original is it for real?
It's not really original. It's like it's a lot of new. I mean, I'm not even an A&R. I'm not a music A&R or nothing, but I follow music and I know the up and coming dudes. There's a lot of dudes they could have put on there before they put 5 of the same dudes on there. And that's all I got to say. Yeah. So and I can't knock them to feed their family. Like do whatever you got to do to feed your family. Like if a person going to buy it, then feed your family. Like, but at the same, I look at it like have some respect for it. Right. That's all I'm saying. Like have some type of respect for it. Like you don't see LeBron going out on the NBA, I mean on the court saying, yo, fuck the NBA, I'm just coming to get my money. And he's like, no. Yeah, even if he don't care, he act like he cares. Cause a lot of these dudes up that freshman list, man, and I'm gonna keep it 100, man, a lot of them dudes can't rap. In my opinion.
Yeah,
They don't love it enough. They ain't study enough. They don't read this shit. They don't live this shit. They don't watch The Breakfast Club and they don't watch the shit we don't watch. They're not a true fan of hip hop. They just a culture vulture, quote unquote, trying to capitalize off of.
Damn.
I'm the culture. I'm being real. They trying to capitalize off the culture. They look at it like
we was just even saying earlier, like it's wild because for the first time ever, I think like Lil Dicky probably had like it was a white boy that had the best freestyle.
With it.
Tattoo Confession fans, followers, and watchers. Listen, if you're afraid of an opinion, this I don't know. This might not be the show for you, but
I mean,
because there's opinions. And it's like, you know what I mean.
I'm gonna do a different kind of way. This my man.
Leave comments down below. You know what I mean. You comment on my Instagram, ink.genius. You know what I mean. Leave comments on the YouTube page. Subscribe because you gonna love it or love to hate it.
Lil Yachty is probably the worst rapper out here right now. Lil Yachty. He's one of the worst rappers I ever heard in my life. And I heard some shitty rappers. Cause back in the day, I used to be saying that about ODB. Like ODB is the worst rapper I heard in my life. Man, Lil Yachty takes the fucking cake. He's one of the worst rappers I ever heard in my life. But he's popping, so get your money, cool. I'm not hating. You ain't my cup of tea. And if I hear anybody banging you in the car, I'ma snatch the aux cord out.
You gonna snatch out the aux?
I'm snatching out the aux cord out. I'm gonna keep 100. You ain't my cup of tea, and I'm not saying you whack. I'm saying, in my opinion, you're the wackest rapper I ever heard.
The Wicked Flow King just said in one sentence.
Look.
ODB was the wackest rapper before you heard Lil Yachty.
No.
Comment section about to be lit.
Nah.
Since you mentioned Jay before and like coming up with Jay, what you think about these recent appearances that Jay-Z's made on like shit with Future and you got your own push?
I mean, honestly, I think Jay-Z for the artist that Jay-Z is, he done so much that he can't do no wrong now. I don't even like his verse on All the Way Up. I'm keeping 100. I think his verse on All the Way Up could have been better. I think he could have been more enthused about it. But I look at it like, man, his catalog speaks for itself, man. Look, Jay-Z whack is nowadays greatest.
Ain't that some shit though? Like the Jay-Z at his weakest is like
a Jay-Z whack nowadays is J. Cole.
Yeah, that's crazy. I won't even say that.
Listen, a Jay-Z whack nowadays is J. Cole.
No.
Nowadays, it's J. Cole, it's Drake. A Jay-Z whack is Drake. Like, we don't expect much from Jay-Z now, man.
We seen them Jay-Z battles. We seen Jay-Z and Nas go at it.
Yeah.
We heard Ether and Takeover, and it's like you talk about some classic songs that could stand on their own if it wasn't a beat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what you think about like Drake and Meek going at it like charged up and then back to back?
Yo, honestly, I was actually excited about the whole Meek Drake battle. Like I first of all, I'm gonna break it down like this. Before a beef gets started, you gotta have a legitimate reason why it's actually getting started. Like with Nas and Jay, you knew why it was getting started. They started through My Beat, Jay just in My Beat. With 50 and Jai, it started through Supreme. Like you needed a legit reason for beef, cause I don't want to like this Joe Budden. Not a sidetrack you, but this Joe Budden Drake shit. That shit came out of nowhere. It's hot, but it's like, bro, like I don't even know why you even dissing Drake. Like I don't even understand what's going on. You talking about subliminals and shit. We don't even know if he was even subliminally dissing you. Maybe you reaching.
Yeah,
but so
I wondered that too. Like,
I didn't know where the fuck. I honestly didn't know where the fuck.
Probably would be like a good. That's a good day for Joe Budden and Drake dissing, right?
Man, Joe Budden seemed lame for even pointing out he's subliminally dissing. You know how much of on a person's dick you have to be to even know he's subliminally dissing you? That's why it's subliminal, stupid. He's subliminally dissing you. If you can point it out, that means you on his dick way too hard. You need to fall back and come back a little bit. I mean, you all the way over his dick. Like, you tripping. I'm all about beef, man. Like, not to say nothing negative, but I'm all about beef. I'm all about competition. Like, if you coming for somebody and it's like, as far as competition-wise, then I think that's good. But the only problem that I had with the Meek and Drake beef is that when Meek initiated the beef, he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. Like, he initiated, like when you initiate beef, you supposed to have something already in a tuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just in case a nigga want to fire it back and throw a couple of these out here. Like, you don't initiate beef and then try to make a diss track from scratch. That's not that's not the art of war. Like, he ain't got no nigga that's got the balls to say, you know what, nigga? No, that shit whack. Don't put that out.
But we talking about like other rappers that are glorifying, drugs, in like their street life.
I think us as parents gotta be able to educate our kids so they know the difference between entertainment and fucking reality. Because at the end of the day, I can watch a motherfucking movie about a person flying like Superman or some shit. That don't mean I'm about to jump off the fucking roof and try to fly. Like, y'all gotta know the difference between that shit. Because at the end of the day, even if they is out here fucking manipulating you to do this shit, like, nobody can make you do anything. It's your decision. Like, you can like the music, like the music. I'm not saying don't like the music, like the music, turn up. But know the difference between reality and entertainment, because these rappers don't live nothing like, they're not rich, you know what I'm saying? They're not super drugged up at all times, like they just not. It's an image. And the joke's on you, because if you go out there and you do all this shit that they portraying, then the joke's on you. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day,
I think we done with the tech,
man.
Wrapped up.
Man, they hook me up, man.
We gonna get some bars out of you too, man. Let's see if we can get a good picture of that.
I'm gonna give y'all acapella, man. man. Cause like he and Jimmy Jen, man. We're about to go.
Yeah, you already know. You gonna go. We gonna do a little acapella thing.
I'm gonna give y'all acapella, one acapella, quick and shit. I'm on burning.
We gonna pull up.
You want it now?